There's a sixth way to organizational flourishing in your business or nonprofit. And at Align, we call this the team member journey. The reality of all these other ways that hopefully you've caught up with now, there's this identity layer and the reality of true self-identity. There's a leader layer and the reality of how we're leading, hopefully with rehumanizing leadership. There's the pursuit of clarity. There's proactive mode planning. And even as we think about team members, there's playbook wisdom, and we're capturing the way we do things around here. These last two ways are in many ways the most important because they involve relationships that we're in already, and that as leaders in our organizations, we get to take the lead in. These team member relationships are crucial to who we are and who we will be and how we experience success or not. Whether it's single bottom line success or multiple bottom line success, whether we feel like we're rowing in the same direction or whether we feel like we're fighting with one another. All of those ways that you've already heard are designed to set up this relationship and the final key relationship with our clients for success. But there are ways that we can be attentive to the team member relationship itself. There's a way that we like to view relationships at Align that they unfold in some ways predictably across some stages before they're hired. That, for instance, there's a way that we create a job description, a new job, and how it will live its life at our business. A way that we go about that search process and how we interview and what we're looking for and how we engage with that person and how we make an offer to a candidate. But then once they've begun a relationship with us, we move out of those stages per se and into kind of zones in the relationship where at first we're getting them up to speed and we're empowering them to hit the ground running and do great work. And hopefully we're getting into proactive rhythms beyond that of how we are staying on the same page, of how we are equipping them, of how we're helping them grow as people, how we're helping them to move into their best work, really making practical some of these parts of rehumanizing leadership into practice and into these exact scenarios that happen with team members, so that proactive work actually keeps us in a healthy place and keeps us in what we would call an ideal relationship or in a good fit. And of course, there will be situations that come up over time where either we've gotten out of sync with one another, or they're not doing their work well, or there's something that is harmful that has happened, and we need to address it. And how do we do that effectively, graciously, well, in a healthy way? And what even happens if we get to the point where it makes sense for us to part ways, whether that's for the best of heartbreaking reasons, like they're having to move to another city, or they're retiring, or if there's an awkward reason that we're not excited about and we have to walk through that. How can we do that in as gracious, non-messy a way as possible? Hopefully you can hear there's a journey unfolding here, whether that lasts 1 month or 20 years. There's a journey, and we get the privilege of learning how to take the healthy lead in that journey so that the new people who come on can benefit from that wisdom we've been gaining. But people who are already here, we can shift into as healthy, ideal a relationship as possible, where we're not micromanaging, which is the ditch on one side, and we're not just free ranging on the other side, both of which can get us both into trouble. This team member journey is both a way of seeing and a way of being, and there are tools that we create at Align to help you to navigate those. But I encourage you at this point to just get curious for a moment about the reality of the team member journeys that are already taking place at your business. How are they going? Are they in a healthy place? Do you just wait for something to go wrong before you really engage with it? Or are there proactive ways that you're stepping into that relationship, that you're taking the healthy lead? And in fact, that over time are designed to empower increasingly that team member so that they become more capable, that they become their true selves, that they lean more and more into their best work, whether they choose to stay long-term or not. This relationship is crucial to any level of success, particularly multiple bottom line success. If you care about more than just money and you care about things like, the revolving door of people just not wanting to stick around at your company, or how enjoyable it is to come into work based on those relationships and how they're doing, or even the reputation of your company as a place to work. There are lots of bottom lines I suspect you care about already beyond just money or growth. And these relationships are starting to get to the heart of where a lot of this happens. So there is a team member journey going on in your business. The question is, how's it going?